Hope you enjoy, everyone. This is Sellavin Adams giving my latest review on Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, episode 141. This is definitely one of the craziest episodes. Like, it's like the world just got a reset. Like right now, it starts off, in the beginning, in the beginning, it was like we were at the last battle. They defeated Zarc. Yuya is freed, but it looks like Zarc, Hark, and Ray are gone. He's in this world of light. And anyway, things are different now. It looks like things have been. It's another reset. Like the four worlds have become apart again. Now things are different. Now it seems they've all but forgotten the battle. It's different. Like for example, Yuya wakes up. He still has to. Still lives in his house with his mother, her Kyoko. Yoko. It's different now than before. It's different now. He still has some of his memories. It looks like he still remembers certain things. It's like he still has the boots that Alan gave him. The rollerblade boots. But he still doesn't remember where he got them. It's like he's forgotten the whole battle, like the whole point of the war, whole warring of the war. Academia, the invasion, everything. We go back and we get to see Yugioh. So we get to see Shuzo. Yuzu's father. It seems that and when he introduced himself, he whacks Yuya on the head with the fan. That was Yuzu's gimmick. Always to teach him a lesson. Using fan. It looks like Yuya is now a dual instructor. He's teaching Fusatsu, Ami, and Toya. Pendulum summoning. It looks like the world has now been reborn, but it looks like it's called now, instead of being called the standard dimension, it's called the pendulum dimension. Well, like it's like something out of a sci-fi movie. Like for example, they just fought the bad guy, and they travel back in time and they defeat the enemy. But when the time is reset, they don't remember anything. It's like they're all out of place and they're all in this peaceful world. However, this peaceful world doesn't seem to be the same like before. Like for example, glimpses of the past are starting to shine through. Like for example, Yuzu's fans, the boots that Alan gave to Yuya, that kind of stuff too. And it started to feel like something's happening. Like for example, we get to see that Renji's back and he remembers everything, and we get to see this small child. We know who it is, but it's later, and it's not who you think it is. We get to see this child, but it's later on in the episode. Like we get to see that people are now using more pendulum summonings. Like for example, it being the pendulum dimension, now they can use pendulum cards now. It's like how in the Xyz dimension there was Xyz everywhere, synchro. There were synchro everywhere, and in fusion there was fusion everywhere. But it seems that they be different. It's like the cracks. You don't see like the whole thing. You don't see like the whole fighting, the mess before things began to change. It's like they're in this perfect world, but they don't know what they went through together. We get to see that there's going to be this tournament, like it's called the Junior Youth Championship. The Junior Youth Championship. It's going to be a four duelist battle royal. And it's going to be between Gogenzaka, Yuya, and Sawatori against the mystery opponent. Who is this mystery? Alright, they reveal it later on to be Tsuchikage. It was kind of weird because it's supposed to be a big tournament, but they didn't know why there's only 4 people. We get to see that people, they're excited for the tournament, but they're wondering what this. We get to see some old faces, like for example Nico Smiley, and then when they get the duel on the Wonder Continent, or is it known in the dub, Quartet of Quandary. It's Wonder Continent sounds better, because it's a 4-way battlefield. They get to remember. It's like they were trying to recreate it. I see what Renji is doing behind the scenes. He's trying to recreate the scene from the final battle at the Miami Championships, like before Academia invaded and they took Yuzu and everything went to hell. When they went back to Obelisk Force. It seems like Renji's the only one who remembers the past. Kind of like how Akabaleo did, He's in the same position as his father was, Akabaleo, you get to see his mother Himika. His mother Himika is worried, and see that his servant, the guy who works by Renji right hand, he's holding the child in the stroller. And in the stroller, the child is Reira, and it looks like she's like like not smiling. She's just staring into space. Like apparently this duel is just to get Yuya to become skilled enough, but also to make sure that they get Raider to smile. And I think Yuya is the key for that. Is it possible that Yuzu still exists? However, things are very different. Like it's like Yuzu never existed in this world. All they went through together, all the memories they went through, it's slowly starting to come back as they fight, as they continue the duel. They slowly start to recreate the battle. We also get to see that Tsuchikage himself has pendulum cards now as well. And we get to see Totsuya. He used pendulum cards. I guess Yuya called despots. But now we get to see that Tsuchikage himself also has Twilight Ninja pendulum monsters, and he goes all out against Yuya. And he tells him the story of what happened and what they all went through, and about how his brother Haikage, how he lost the sword and got turned into a card. Things are right now very different right now, but it seems like they're slowly starting to remember the past, like piece by piece. It's like trying to get the puzzle pieces together to make the complete picture. And I understand what Renji is doing. However, is what Renji is doing a good thing or a bad thing? Because if he does remember everything, then he could remember all the things he went through, the happiness, the adventure. He could remember his friend again, but he could also remember the pain and suffering he caused as Zarc. And this could trigger a relapse. Yes, by relapse, he could mean the darkness inside his heart could reemerge again. We get to see that it looks like Reira's future may be dependent on Yuya's victory. If he could properly become an entertainment duelist like he was before, bring smiles to people. And we get to see that, Yusha Sakaki himself, like, he said himself, if Yuya were is this the limit of Yuya's power and then he will not succeed. Basically saying that Yuya won't move forward unless he doesn't try his hardest, basically, this is all about Renji's plans. He's trying to tell them the truth, trying to reveal them that what they're really feeling now is an illusion, and it's time to pull back the curtains. That means that they're gonna remember everything and what they went through together, who they fought against, and what were they trying to do. And for Yuya, his whole goal was to stop the Dimension War and to save Yuzu, his friend, who he felt close to all this time. Yuya's gonna be probably in shock, knowing that he's gonna be responsible for the disappearance of his closest friend. Knowing that they share a bond. And not just because of the whole Ray-Zarc relationship. It's more than that, and that's something you gotta look at, think about. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe. Thank you. I'm gonna go to my friend Dylan on Clueless Gamers and Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. He makes the best list videos. Makes the best reviews. I was gonna make a Dark Side of the Dimension video. I did, but I kind of stuttered too much. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I want to post it, but I'm gonna post that probably later. So go to Dylan if you can. Support him. He's very good. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed the subscribe. Thank you. This is Sellavin. Gave my latest review on Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. So many twists and turns. Where the hell is Yuzu?